let the festivities commence. Let the festive reviews commence. And today I've got a meal deal from Morrison's. Now, this month I'm going to be focusing mainly, if there's enough things out there, which there should be because I'm filming this at the beginning of November. You guys, I'm going to film these in advance so you can see them all in December. I refuse to upload any festive content until December at the earliest. So, this one is a festive meal deal from Morrison's. We've got a Christmas lunch in a tortilla wrap as the main on the meal deal. As the side, we've got pork and cranberry pies, like little pork pies. And, would you believe, as the drink on the meal deal, we've got, Monster. And I only got that because it was the most expensive. Now, that's for Katie, so, yeah, you can get obviously different drinks. There's no festive drinks. They're not going to have mulled wine or anything like that, are they? Maybe a cold mulled wine or a little Bucks Fizz or something and make it an 18 plus meal deal. It didn't happen. So today we're reviewing these and you can choose any drink you want. Coca-Cola, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, like I said, I am filming this in the beginning of November. So when you do see 6th of November on this Christmas lunch, please ignore that. This has been filmed in advance. Like I said, it's not Christmas until December. Let's take a look at this wrap and pie and see exactly what's in these things. So, we'll start with the Christmas lunch in a tortilla wrap. Morrison supports Marie Curie. It's a meal deal main. This is a traffic light system there. 571 calories in this little wrap. That's a lot of calories for such a small little wrap. It's not great for reading there. 2 red, 1 green and 1 amber on the old traffic light system. Will it be turkey? There's a bit of information there about the Marie Curie charity. If you do want to pause that and read that, please feel free to. It does say, at Morrison's, we make sure your lunchtimes are full of flavour, mouth-watering fillings and tasty bread rolls and wraps make the tastiest grab-and-go Christmas selection. Okay, so it says, apologies for the lighting, chicken, no, so it's not turkey straight off the bat. Chicken and Cumberland sausage in a gravy mayonnaise with sweet cure bacon, a pork, onion and sage stuffing wrapped in a wheat tortilla. So it's chicken, sausage, bacon and stuffing and a gravy mayo. A heck of a lot of ingredients there, so apologies if I miss anything here, but it's 14% pork sausage, 14% chicken. We've got some crispy fried onions in there, 6% streaky bacon, 5% stuffing, wheat, mustard, egg is your allergens, and that is about all I can see. It does say there, produced for Morrison's from Thai and Brazilian chicken and British and EU pork. That is the nutritional information in more details for you guys that know what you're talking about. I, of course, do not. So, yeah, 23 grams of protein in this. Not too shabby. And then, obviously, you get a side with a meal deal. So I went with pork and cranberry pies. And this is the meal deal snack. Another 199 calories and 2 reds and 2 ambers on the traffic light system on that. Oh, that's per pie. So it's double that. Wow. 2 pies in there. British pork. Let's see. It says seasoned cured pork with cranberry sauce and cranberries encased in hot water crust pastry. 4% cranberries, 32% pork in there. 100 grams. We can't really get to the nutritional information, so yeah, this is a bit awkward to. Yeah, we're not going to get there. So let's have a taste. Okay, so like I said, I'm filming this a month in advance, so the price of a meal deal currently may have changed. You never know when they're going to put the prices up these days. But as it stands, this Christmas lunch wrap on its own is £3.25 on its own. £3.25. The pork and cranberry pies on their own, £1.50. That's a lot for 2 little pork pies. £1.50 on its own. And then, like I said, I just go for the most expensive drink, and it's Katie drinks Monsters. So, yeah, that's £2 on its own. So, total, altogether, if you bought these individually, would be £6.75. But you get £3 off for a meal deal. So it's £3.75 for that, and a drink of your choice, which obviously, like I said, we went for Monster because Katie will be having that tomorrow. But there we go. £3.75. What do you reckon? I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea for the Christmas lunch, so let's give it a taste anyway. Obviously, it's cold, this, so no cooking. Although I bet bet you could warm this up. I bet you could put. Maybe I should have tried that. There is going to be plenty of warm festive items. Do not worry. When I were in Morrison's, I saw the festive pizza. I've seen some toasties. There's all sorts of stuff. All coming up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Right. Yeah, I was just thinking then in my head. You get 2 halves of these wraps. Look at that. Looks quite decent inside. But I was just thinking then, you could wrap that in tin foil, that wrap, and bang it in an air fryer for 5-6 minutes, and I bet it'd be nice and warm. Although, do you want to warm mayonnaise up? It is a gravy mayo. Do we want to warm it up? Sausage, chicken. Doesn't look like a lot of chicken though, to be fair. Let's give it a try. It's very stuffing heavy. But not bad. There's a lot of wrap. I can feel at the bottom. Normally it's the top when when you make your own wrap. The topping, the ingredient, the fillings don't go to the top, do they? But because I cut it in half, it's like the bottom of this is just all wrap. So once I've had another bite or two out of this is going to be just literally eating plain wrap. Like that. A little bit of sausage. And focuses, there we go. Not too bad. Apart from that, like now, when that is all wrap. I mean, look at that. All that wrap is excess wrap, and that's only on 1/2. There's a tiny little bit in there. Yeah. That's the issue with the wrap. They do have some festive sandwiches. Maybe I do another meal deal in this month. Who knows? We'll try as much as I possibly can in this month. Right, what else? Pies. Pork and cranberry pies. Now, this is not normally how I'd have pork pies. Normally, I'd have pork pies with peas and mint sauce. But we'll give it a try. Right, let's cut it in half. Let's be a little bit civilised. There we go. That is the inside of a pork and cranberry pie. What do you think to that? Not bad. I do like a sausage roll. I do like a pork pie. The cranberry is not overwhelming. Sometimes it can be overpowering and it's just too sweet and sugary and more like jam. But the actual cranberries in there give it a nice little sweetness to it. The pastry is beautiful and it's not too jellified. I don't like too much jelly in my pork pies. Maybe you're different, but these ones actually pretty good. Okay, so what do you guys think to that? I'm going to start this with a little score. I'm going to give that, the pork pies are really, really nice. I'll give the pork pies like a good 9 out of 10. Apart from the size, they're fantastic. This Christmas lunch wrap leaves a little bit to be desired. I think that one's about a 4 out of 10. So overall, this Morrison's meal deal, maybe like I said, maybe I do another one in this month at some point because there is different options. This Morrison's meal deal, I would give a 6.5 out of 10. It's a good starting point, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm trying to film these in advance, so I'm hoping that this month we'll be doing daily festive reviews for the whole of December up to Christmas anyway. Like an advent calendar. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.
What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic.
Thanks for watching. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.